إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أحييكم بتحية الإسلام وهي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Actually, I forgot where we stop. Hadith Muttalib. Okay.
Divided into two.
Okay. So, it's better, okay.
1A divided into 5.
2A divided into 4. It's not.
Okay.
It's not divided into 4.
Okay, we try to do some revision. So we are in weak hadith because we said hadith is divided into three. We have hadith al-sahih, we have hadith al-hasan, and we have hadith al-da'if. So we already discussed about the hadith al-sahih. We give the definition of hadith al-sahih and the conditions of hadith al-sahih. We said hadith al-sahih is the hadith which his isnad is connected, and all the narrators that narrated that hadith, all of them are udul, they are good peoples, and also all of them they have strong memorization, and this hadith is not shadh, and it has not any hidden error inside. So this is the definition of authentic hadith. So each hadith is, if it fulfills this condition, 5 conditions, we call the hadith authentic. But if you find any hadith that is not fulfilled that conditions, the hadith is weak. So we give definition of ittisal sanad. What is the meaning of ittisal sanad? We said ittisal sanad is sima'u kulli rawi min rawi allazi yalihi hatta muntaha al-isnad. Means each narrator, he hear the hadith directly from his teacher from the beginning of the isnad up to the end of the isnad. I give the example like قال إمام البخاري حدثنا حميدي قال حدثنا سفيان قال حدثنا يحيى بن سعيد الأنصاري قال حدثنا محمد بن إبراهيم التيمي قال سمعت القمة بن وقاص يقول سمعت عمر رضي الله عنه على المنبر يقول سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إنما الأعمال بالنية. So if you want to know, is it this isnad, it fulfilled the 5 conditions, so we must check. Firstly, we check this isnad is connected, ittisal sanad. So how we can check? We find that this isnad is connected. Just we go and check the profiles of the narrators. Bukhari said Haddathana Humaydi. So when we check, we find that Imam al-Bukhari was born 196 after Hijrah, and his teacher Humaydi was passed away 219 after Hijrah, or 219 or 212 after Hijrah. So it's possible Bukhari to meet his teacher So when the Bukhari said Haddathana Humaydi, when we go and read the profile of Bukhari, we find Bukhari was born 196. We read the profile of Humaydi, we find Humaydi passed away 212 or I forgot 212 or 219 after Hijrah. So it's possible Bukhari to meet Humaydi Abdullah bin Zubayr. So we said really Bukhari hear this hadith directly from Humaydi. Also we check, is it Humaydi hear this hadith directly from Sufyan bin Uyayna? When we check, we find that yes, because Humaydi is among the students of Sufyan bin Uyayna. After that we check, is it Sufyan bin Uyayna hear the hadith directly from Yahya bin Sa'id al-Ansari? When we check, we find that Sufyan bin Uyayna is among the students of Yahya. Also Yahya is among the students of Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi, and Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi also is the student of Alqama bin Waqas, and Alqama bin Waqas also is the student of Umar bin Khattab. He narrated hadith from Umar, and Umar is the Sahabi of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the companion of the Prophet. So from here we said this hadith, this isnad is connected. So we find only one condition, remaining 4 conditions. So we don't say this hadith is authentic. It must to fulfill all the conditions. Then we look about the second condition. Huwa al-adala, adalatul ruwat. Al-adala. What is adala? Adala means somebody to be a good person. To be a good person. You are somebody who is not a fasik. So adala, before we call somebody is adil, adala, it has conditions. Al-aqal, al-bulugh, al-islam, al-tajannub al-kabair, wa adamul istimrar al-sagair. These are the 4 conditions. Firstly, he must to be a Muslim. This is the first condition. Before we call you adil, you must to be a Muslim. Second condition, matured. Matured. And the third condition is akal. Don't be madman or crazy. If somebody is crazy or madman, we cannot call him adil. And also he didn't commit the kabair like zina, backbiting, drinking alcohol, gambling, and so on, the kabair. And also he didn't do sagair at any time. Sagair zunub, he didn't do it at any time, not as usual. Maybe sometime he do, but not as usual. So this is called adil. So we will check all these narrators, they are all udul or not. When we go and read the profile of Bukhari, we find he's a adil. Also Humaydi Abdullah bin Zubayr, also he's adil. Also Sufyan bin Uyayna also, and wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Also Sufyan bin Uyayna, also Yahya bin Sa'id al-Ansari, also Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi, also Alqama bin Waqas, and all the Sahaba of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam al-udul. So for this we said this hadith also fulfilled the second condition. All the narrators in this hadith are udul. Then we look about the third condition is dabt, tamud dabt, strong memorization. I already explained for you the dabt. It's divided into 2. We have dabt al-sadr and dabt al-kitaba. We said Dr. Sadr means the narrator, if he hear hadith from his teacher, he memorized this hadith like how he hear it from his teacher. And when he deliver this hadith, he deliver it like he hear it from his teacher without any single mistake. And at any time, if you ask him regarding for this hadith, he will deliver it like he hear it from his teacher. So this is strong. This is called Dr. Sadr. Dr. Sadr means memorization on the heart. You memorize. So we have another second types of memorization is Dabtul Kitaba. Means because you know that some people cannot memorize. So for this reason, the ulama, they give them another option. If you cannot memorize, just you write. But the ulama, they put some conditions. They said Dr. Sadr means the student, if he hear the hadith from his teacher, he write it. After he finish, then he read this hadith to his teacher. If they have any mistake, his teacher, he's correct this mistake for him. After that, he put this book in the safe. He didn't give this book to anybody, even his wife, even his son. If he want to deliver hadith, then he take the book, he open the book, he read hadith to his student. After he finish, he close his book and he return it back to the safe. So this is Dabtu Kitaba. So if the Rawi do that, we accept his hadith. But if he didn't do that, maybe when he finished written the hadith, maybe he give the book to his wife or to his son or to another person, we cannot accept that hadith. Maybe somebody, he added something inside the book, or he deleted something in the book. We don't know. So this is Dabtul Sadr, Dabtul Kitaba. So if Rawi, he memorized the hadith, so if he deliver it like how he memorized it, we accept his hadith. We said he have Dabtul Sadr. If the Rawi used to write, if we find him, he write the hadith and he correct what he write, and he put the book in the safe, and he didn't give this book to anybody, we accept his hadith. If not, we rejected the hadith. This is called Adapt. Then Adam Shuzuz wala illa. And hadith is not shadh, and it has not any hiding error inside. What is shadh? Unless I give the example. Shadh means the teacher have two students. The teacher have two students. So, but the first student, his memorization is stronger than the second student. And all these two students narrated hadith from the teacher. The first student said, the teacher said that this class, it has white paint. And another student, he said, the same teacher said that this class, it has black paint. So you see, we get contradicting between two students. And this also, these two students narrated this one hadith from one teacher. The first student said, teacher said this class, it has white paint. But the second student said that the teacher said this class, it has black paint. So how we can do? So we look among these two students who has strong memorization. We find that the first student, his memorization is stronger than second student. So we accepted the hadith for one student. For the first student, we said this hadith that the second student narrated is shadh. It's not accepted, it's rejected. It's shadh. So hiding illa, hiding some error in the hadith, This is the fifth condition. If you find any error, this error means mistake. Maybe hadith is mawquf. If we said hadith is mawquf, the hadith that narrated only from Sahabi. And somebody, this hadith that narrated from Sahabi, he said this hadith is marfu. He narrated it directly from Prophet. So we say this is illah. Or hadith that is mursal, he make the hadith mawsulan. Like I said, hadith mursal, the hadith that narrated from Sahabi, from Tabi'i. Yes. So Tabi'i, he said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Tabi'i, he said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So this is hadith al-mursal. So if somebody for this hadith, he make it directly to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we say this is illah. So if we check the hadith, he fulfilled this 5 conditions, we say this hadith is sahih. But if we didn't find one condition in these 5 conditions, we said the hadith is weak. Hadith is da'if. Hadith is da'if. So then we discussed about the hadith al-hasan. Hadith al-hasan, before that I already explained for you hadith al-sahih is accepted. If hadith is sahih, is accepted. We can apply it in aqidah, we can apply it in ibadah, because this hadith is authentic from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you can apply it in ibadah, also we can apply it in aqidah, and in everything we apply it, because it's authentic from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then we have second type of hadith, hadith al-hasan. Because like I said before, the hadith is divided into 2. We have accepted hadith and rejected hadith. Accepted hadith is divided into 2. We have sahih, we have hasan. So I already explained the sahih. So what is hasan? Hadith hasan, the same definition with hadith sahih, the same condition with hadith sahih, only in one condition. Only in one condition. What is this condition? Is tamud dabt, strong memorization. The person who narrated hadith sahih, his memorization is very strong than the person narrated the hadith hasan. Maybe the person who narrated the hadith al-hasan, sometimes maybe he make a mistake sometimes, but the person who narrated hadith sahih, his memorization is very strong. He didn't make any mistake in the hadith. But the person who narrated the hadith al-hasan, sometimes he made a mistake. So for this reason, we say his hadith is below than hadith sahih, because his memorization is not too strong like the person who narrated the hadith sahih. So the same definition, only in the second condition, tamud dabt. The person who narrated authentic hadith, his memorization is very strong, but the person who narrated hadith al-hasan, his memorization is not too strong like the person who narrated hadith sahih. So this is only the difference. So what is the hukum of hadith al-hasan? Hadith al-hasan is accepted. We can apply the hadith al-hasan in aqidah, also you can apply it in ibadah, also we can apply it in everything in our whole life, like hadith sahih. So If you don't forget, I explained to you, Hadith Sahih is divided into two. We have Sahih Lizatihi and we have Sahih Lighairihi. We said, what is Hadith Sahih Lizatihi? Sahih Lizatihi means Hadith Sahih that I explained for you. Sahih Lizatihi means the Hadith Sahih that I explained for you. So what is Sahih Lighairihi? Sahih Lighairihi, actually its origin is Hadith al-Hasan. If we say this hadith Sahihun Lighairihi, the origin of the hadith is Hadith al-Hasan. So how he became Sahih? Because he get another spot that can give him some power. Maybe two persons narrated the same hadith. All of them all these hadiths are Hasan. So we say this second hadith is giving spot for the second hadith. So for the first hadith. So we say this hadith now is Sahihun la li zatihi bal li ghairihi. It's authentic, but not it itself is authentic. He get another spot from outside who give him.
Until means the other rawi.
Yes, Adarawi. He gave him spot, so he upgrade to Sahih. So this is Sahihul Lighairihi. So also Hasan is divided into two. We have Hasan Lidhatihi and Hasan Lighairihi. We said Hasan Lidhatihi is the hadith Hasan that I explained for you. But Hasan Lighairihi, the origin of hadith is Hadith Da'if. But this weakness of that hadith is not too strong. For example, Hadith al-Mursal, its weakness is not too strong. Or Hadith al-Munqati. Then we get another hadith also is Mursal that spot this hadith Mursal. So for this reason we say this hadith is Hasan Lighairihi la Lizatihi. So this is the second difference of second types of Hadithul Hasan, Hasan Lizatihi and Hasan Lighairihi. So after we finish the Hadithul Hasan, now
means that Hasan Lighairihi.
Now
It must have two rawi, different rawi to support the hadith, or another hadith that support the hadith.
It will be two different rawi or another hadith. If it's in the same way, we said mutaba'a. If it's different hadith, we said shahid. You understand? So it's the sense we get two different rawi or another hadith. If it's the meaning is the same thing, so we said this is shahid or mutaba'a. Yes, if it's two rawi, the same hadith, two rawi, we said mutaba'a. Two rawi, the same hadith, Quran, the same sahabi, we said mutaba'a. Maybe for example, the rawi narrated hadith for Abdullah ibn Abbas, but when we check, we find this hadith is munqati, lan yasih, from Abdullah ibn Abbas. So also we find another rawi also, he narrated the same hadith from Abdullah ibn Abbas. So also this way, second way of this rawi also munqati also. So we said this second hadith, second way, it gives spot for the first way. So this hadith, it will upgrade to Hasan Lighairihi. So this is if two rawi narrated the same hadith from one sahabi. This is called mutaba'a. But if maybe this rawi narrated hadith from Abdullah bin Abbas, when we check the isnad, we find this isnad is munqati. This hadith is weak. So we found another hadith, another rawi narrated hadith from Abu Huraira, but the hadith is the same meaning. So this way also, this rawi who narrated this hadith from Abu Huraira also, the hadith is munqati also. So we said this hadith shahid. Yes, we said the first hadith is hasan li ghayrihi la li zatihi, because this hadith from Abu Huraira giving support for this hadith that narrated from Abdullah bin Abbas. This called shahid. The first one mutaba, the second one shahid. Okay, so we started the hadith da'if. Hadith da'if, we give the definition of hadith da'if. We said hadith da'if is the hadith that it not fulfill the 5 conditions of hadith sahih. Any hadith that we find it not fulfill the conditions of 5 conditions of hadith sahih, this hadith called da'if. Maybe you find hadith it fulfill the 4 conditions, remaining only 1 condition, we say this hadith is da'if. We find hadith fulfill 3 conditions, remaining 2 conditions, we say also hadith is da'if. So if you find any hadith that it not fulfill the 5 conditions of hadith sahih, this hadith called da'if. This hadith called da'if. We have many types of da'if. So how hadith it can be a da'if? In which way we can know that this hadith is da'if? So we have لسقط في الإسناد, لسقط في السند, للتألي في الراوي, للإلا, للشذوذ. So these are the 4 things that to it hadith it will be da'if. Firstly, لسقط في الراوي, missing some narrators in the isnad. Missing some narrators in the isnad. If any isnad we missing some narrators, this missing of narrators it will make the hadith to be weak. The first reason that make hadith to be weak is missing some narrators in the isnad. This missing some narrators also divided into 2. We have saqtu zahir, we have saqtu khafi. Saqtu zahir means the obvious missing, the missing that is open to us, everybody can see that this missing, obvious one. And saqtu khafi, the hiding missing that nobody can detect it, only ulama. Saqtu zahir, that is very obvious, often. Yes, the second one saqtu khafi, that is hiding, only ulama can detect it. So we said saqtu zahir divided into 4. We have mu'allaq, we have mursal, we have mu'dal, and also we have munqati'. So we discuss about the hadith al-mu'allaq. Hadith al-mu'allaq, the definition of hadith al-mu'allaq. Hadith al-mu'allaq, we said, is the missing of the narrators from the beginning of the isnad. Is the missing of the narrators from the beginning of the isnad. If you find any isnad we missing some narrators from the beginning of the isnad, this hadith called mu'allaq. For example, قال البخاري حدثنا حميدي قال حدثنا سفيان قال حدثنا يحيى بن سعيد الأنصاري قال حدثنا قال أخبرنا محمد بن إبراهيم التيمي أن علقمة بن وقاص سمعت علقمة بن وقاص يقول سمعت عمر بن الخطاب يقول. So this is isnad. So if you look, this isnad is complete, no any missing inside, because Bukhari he heard the hadith directly from his teacher al-Humaydi. Humaydi also heard the hadith directly from his teacher Sufyan. also Sufyan from his teacher, also Yahya bin Sa'id, also Yahya bin Sa'id from Muhammad bin Ibrahim Taymi, also Muhammad bin Ibrahim Taymi from Al-Qama, also Al-Qama from Umar radiyallahu anhu. So this isnad is complete, no enemies. But for example, if Buhari said حدثنا قال سفيان قال سفيان, so we say this hadith is mu'allaq because Buhari, he didn't meet the Sufyan. He didn't meet the Sufyan. He didn't narrate the hadith from the Sufyan bin Uyayna. Because when the Sufyan bin Uyayna passed away, Buhari, he has only 2 years. A small baby, because Buhari was born 196. Sufyan bin Uyayna passed away 198. So Buhari, for example, Buhari, he said, Qala Sufyan. That's how. So we said this, we have somebody missing in the isnad. So we call this hadith mu'allaq. Did you understand me? Mu'allaq. Because we're missing the narrators from the beginning of the isnad. This called hadith mu'allaq. So I give many examples. I said mu'allaq also divided into 2. We have mu'allaq mutlaq and mu'allaq nisbi. We already explained that. Now, then this is, so what is the hukum of hadith al-mu'allaq? So if we find any hadith that we missing the narrators from the beginning of the isnad, this hadith is weak. Why we said it's weak? Because we didn't know the person who is missing. Is it a thiqah or is da'if? We didn't know. So how we can say this hadith is authentic? We didn't know the person who is missing in the isnad. Because we know that, like I give an example, Buhari, he didn't meet the Sufyan. So really we have one person that is missing between Buhari and Sufyan. We didn't know that person. So how we can say this hadith is authentic? So if hadith is mu'allaq, the hadith is rejected, it's weak hadith, because it lose one condition of the condition of hadith sahih, وهو اتصال السند. Then hadith al-mursal. We said mursal, the definition of mursal is the tabi'i. You know who is tabi'i? The student of sahabi. The tabi'i, he didn't meet the prophet. So the tabi'i, he said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So this is called mursal. So if you see, mu'allaq is the missing the narrators beginning from the beginning of the isnad. The mursal, missing the narrators in the end of the isnad. So if tabi'i said Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who informed him? Want to know who informed him, because he didn't meet the prophet. He didn't meet the prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So the ulama, they have different opinions regarding the hadith al-mursal. Some ulama accept the hadith al-mursal. I will explain for you. Some ulama give some conditions before they accepted it. Some ulama rejected the hadith al-mursal. So the first opinion, like the opinion of Imam Malik, they accepted the hadith al-mursal. They said, what is the reason? They said because normally if tabi'i said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the person who is missing is sahabi. The person who is missing is sahabi. So we don't have any problem, because all the sahaba, they are good people. So even the tabi'i, he didn't mention the person who informed him, we know that is sahabi. Even he didn't mention the name of sahabi, so you know anything can happen, because all sahaba are good people. So for this reason, Imam Malik and another ulama, they accepted the hadith in mursal, because they said normally the person that we missing in the hadith in mursal normally is sahabi, and all sahaba are good people. So this is the first opinion. The second opinion is opinion of Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah. Imam Shafi'i said that he give conditions. He said, we don't say that any tabi'i, if he said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, means the person who is missing is sahabi. He said no. He said that if the tabi'i is elder tabi'i, because tabi'i there are two. We have the elder tabi'i, we have the youngest tabi'i. So if the elder tabi'i said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we accept, because normally if the elder tabi'i said qala Rasulullah, the person who is missing is sahabi. But if the youngest tabi'i said qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we didn't accept, because normally the youngest tabi'i, they narrated hadith from the eldest tabi'i, then from sahabi, then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Normally youngest tabi'i between them and Rasulullah, 2 persons. Another tabi'i, the eldest tabi'i, and another sahabi, because tabi'i can narrate hadith from tabi'i. For example, this hadith that I give you, hadith this innamal a'mal, قال البخاري حدثنا حميد قال حدثنا سفيان قال حدثنا يحيى بن سعيد الأنصاري. This Yahya bin Sa'id al-Ansari is tabi'i, is youngest tabi'i. Also he said حدثنا Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi. Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi is intermediate tabi'i, is not youngest, is not elder. You see? And Muhammad bin Ibrahim at-Taymi, he said حدثنا سمعت Alqama. So Alqama is the elder tabi'i. So for example, Yahya bin Sa'id, he said qala Rasulullah, he's tabi'i. So you see 3 persons between him and Rasulullah, because normally the youngest tabi'i narrated hadith from another tabi'i. So this is the reason why Imam Shafi'i he spread. He said if his elder tabi'i narrated the hadith in mursal, he said qala Rasulullah, the hadith is accepted. But if his youngest tabi'i, is not accepted, because normally youngest tabi'i, they are narrated hadith from the eldest tabi'i. So this is the opinion of Imam Shafi'i. The last opinion is the opinion of Muhaddithun. Most of the ulama al-Hadith, they said the hadith al-mursal is rejected. They said why? They said because even eldest tabi'i, sometimes they narrated hadith from his classmate. Even eldest tabi'i, sometimes he narrated hadith from his classmate, from another elder tabi'i. So if he said qala Rasulullah, we are not sure. Is it sahabi inform him, or another elder tabi'i who is his classmate? They said only, they give only exception, only Yahya Sa'id bin Musayyab. Because they check, they find that many hadiths that Sa'id bin Musayyab said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he narrated it from Abu Hurairah. Because sometimes he hiding the name of Abu Hurairah, because Abu Hurairah is the father-in-law for him. Father-in-law. Yes, for Sa'id bin Musayyab, because he married the daughter of Abu Hurairah. So he hiding his name. So for this reason, they said only Marasil Sa'id bin Musayyab is accepted. But not, if it's not Sa'id bin Musayyab, all the Marasil is rejected. So this third opinion of the Muhaddithun is the right one. So the Hadith Mursal is weak, is rejected. Only if it's Mursal from Sa'id bin Musayyab rahimahullah. So this is the opinion regarding the Hadith al-Mursal. And we said the Mursal is divided into three. The Mursal is divided into three. We have Mursal, this Mursal that we explain it now, and Mursal al-Sahabi and Mursal al-Khafi. So what is the difference between Mursal al-Sahabi? Mursal al-Sahabi means because you know the Sahaba also divided into two. We have the eldest Sahaba, we have the youngest Sahaba. So the youngest Sahaba, he narrated the hadith from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he didn't hear this hadith directly from Prophet, and he didn't mention the Sahabi who informed him. Just he said, Qala Rasulullah. That's how we can know that, because maybe Sahabi who was born in Medina, he narrated something that happened in Mecca. When this thing happened in Mecca, this Sahabi was not born yet. So how he met that thing that happened in Mecca? This is Mursal al-Sahabi. Or maybe the thing that happened, we find Sahabi, he narrated it. When this thing happened, this Sahabi is not a Muslim. He didn't accept Islam. But after he accepted the Islam, he narrated the hadith from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he didn't mention the person who informed him. This is called Mursal Sahabi. So this is the reason why we combine. Sometimes Abdullah bin Zubayr, he narrated many hadiths from Aisha and the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abdullah bin Zubayr Sahabi, Aisha also the wife of the Prophet. Sometimes we combine Abu Hurairah, he narrated hadith from Usama. Abu Hurairah from Usama from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Hurairah is Sahabi, also Usama is Sahabi. We combine Abdullah bin Abbas, Usama bin Zayd.
Is the son of Zayd.
Zayd bin Haritha.
Zayd, the adopted son.
Adopted son to the Prophet, yes. Tabanni. So Abdullah bin Abbas, sometimes he narrated hadith from Umar bin Khattab from Rasulullah. So sometimes this youngest Sahaba, they didn't mention who informed them. Just they said Qala Rasulullah. So this is called Mursal al-Sahabi. So what is the hukum of Mursal al-Sahabi is accepted. All the ulama, this is ijma', consensus of the ulama, the Mursal al-Sahabi is accepted. Why? Because all the Sahaba are udul. All the Sahaba are udul. So even he didn't mention the Sahabi who informed him, we already know that the person who informed him is Sahabi. So we don't care if even he mentioned his name or he didn't mention his name. Because we know this Sahabi can never fabricated a hadith. Can never fabricated hadith and invented it to the Prophet. Because the Sahaba, they didn't do any fabrication to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because they already know that قول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من كذب علي متعمدا فليتبوأ مقعده من النار. Whoever fabricated the hadith intentionally and invented it to me, so he will choose his place in Jahannam. So they already know this hadith, so they can never fabricate any hadith and invented it to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is, we have Mursal al-Khafi. Mursal al-Khafi, but this Mursal al-Khafi, I will explain it if we call under Saktu Khafi. So this is the difference between Mursal al-Sahabi and normal Mursal. Normal Mursal is Tabi'i, he said Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So this, like I explained to you, the Mursal is rejected. Mursal al-Sahabi is the Sahabi, youngest Sahabi. He narrated something from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he didn't hear it directly from Prophet. So this is called Mursal Sahabi. So this Mursal al-Sahabi is accepted. This Mursal al-Sahabi is accepted. There we have Hadith al-Mu'adal. All these ties is under Saktu Zahir, obvious missing. What is Hadith al-Mu'adal? We said Mu'adal means missing two narrators in the Isnad in one place. In one place. Missing two narrators in the Isnad in one place. Or two narrators or more than two narrators in the Isnad but in one place. For example, قال البخاري حدثنا عبد الله بن يوسف أخبرنا مالك عن أبي الزناد عن الأعرج عن أبي هريرة. This is Isnad, is complete Isnad. So then Bukhari, he said, how many narrators we have in this Isnad? Firstly, Abdullah bin Yusuf, Malik, Abi Zinad, A'raj, Abu Huraira. 5 narrators we have. Then Bukhari, he said, Qala Abu Zinad. Bukhari, he said, Haddasana Abdullah bin Yusuf. Then Abdullah bin Yusuf, he said, Qala Abu Huraira. Qala Abu Huraira. Qala Abu Huraira. So you see, the Isnad, the origin of Isnad is Abdullah bin Yusuf, Malik, Abu Zinad, A'raj, Abu Huraira. So Abdullah bin Yusuf, he didn't mention the name of Malik, he didn't mention the name of Abu Zinad. He said Qala A'raj. So you see, we're missing two narrators in the Isnad in one place. We're missing Abu Zinad, we're missing Malik and Abu Zinad. So this hadith called Mu'adal. But I need to differentiate between Mu'adal and Mu'allaq. Mu'allaq is the missing from the beginning of the Isnad. This Mu'allaq, it can be missing from the beginning of the Isnad only one person, or many, maybe for example, Bukhari, he said, this Isnad, we have 5 narrators: Abdullah bin Yusuf, Malik, Abu Zinad, A'raj, Abu Huraira. So Bukhari, he said, Qala Abu Huraira. This hadith is Mu'allaq. Even we missing 4 Rawi, but we call it Mu'allaq. Why? because this missing started from the beginning of the isnad. I hope you understand. If Bukhari said Qala Abu Hurairah, you see we're missing 4, but this missing started from the beginning, so we call it mu'allaq. But mu'udal means Bukhari, he said Haddathana Abdullah bin Yusuf. You see, he mentioned the post narrator. Then Abdullah bin Yusuf, this one, he said Qala al-A'raj. You see, he didn't mention Abu Zinad. Malik, he didn't mention Abu Zinad. So we're missing 2 rawi in the isnad in one place, but not from the beginning of the isnad. This called mu'dal. This called mu'dal. Mu'dal must be missing 2 narrators in one place, but not from the beginning of the isnad. 2 narrators or more than 2 narrators. It started from the 2 narrators in one place, or more than 2 narrators in one place, but not starting from the beginning of the isnad. Not started from the beginning of the isnad. So I hope you differentiate between mu'allaq and mu'adal. If any isnad missing started from the beginning, this called mu'allaq. But if in the middle of the isnad, but it's 2 started from missing 2 person or more than 2 person, this called mu'adal. This called mu'adal. Then munqati, hadith munqati. Hadith munqati means is the missing of the narrator in anywhere in the isnad, but not from the beginning of the isnad or the end of the isnad, and not in one place also. This is munqati, missing the narrator in anywhere in the isnad, but not from the beginning of the isnad or end of the isnad, but also not in one place. So the difference between mu'adal and munqati. Mu'adal means missing 2 narrators, started from the 2 narrators, but munqati started from the 1 narrator. I give the differentiate. Mu'adal started from the 2 narrators and in one place, and munqati is missing the narrators, started from the 1 narrator in any place in the isnad, in anywhere in the isnad, but not in one place, and also not from the beginning of the isnad or end of the isnad, because if the from the beginning is called mu'allaq, if in the end of the isnad is called mursal. So munqati, for example, قال إمام البخاري حدثنا عبد الله بن يوسف أخبرنا مالك عن أبي الزناد عن الأعرج عن أبي هريرة. This is the pub narrators in this isnad. So how you can know this is hadith munqati? Maybe Bukhari, he said حدثنا عبد الله بن يوسف. Then Abdullah bin Yusuf, he said an Abi Zinad, an Abi Zinad. He didn't mention the Malik. So we said this hadith is munqati because we're missing 1 rawi in the isnad. Also, you can find inqita in different places in the isnad. For example, when the Bukhari said Haddathana Abdullah bin Yusuf, Then Abdullah bin Yusuf said, and Abi Zinad. You see, he didn't mention Malik. This is inqita. Then Abi Zinad, he said, and Abi Huraira. You see, he didn't mention A'raj. You see, we get two inqita in one isnad. But it's not, these two inqita is not in one place. If it's in one place, it's called mu'dan. But it's not in one place. It's not in one place. For in the middle of the isnad, and before you reach the end, also we missing one. So call all munqati. But if these two rawin that we missing are in one place, call mu'dal. If it's from the beginning of the isnad, it's called mu'allaq. If in the end of the isnad, we call it mursal. So I hope you we already discussed this many times. Just revision before you go to before next week we started where we stop, because we take at least 2 months now. We didn't. Okay, I hope you understand difference between mu'allaq, mursal, mu'dal, al-munqati. It's very simple, just to pay attention only. So this is called munqati, missing the narrator in the isnad, but not from the beginning of the isnad, in anywhere is in the isnad, but not in the end of the isnad. And this missing not in two narrators in one place. If it's two narrators in one place, is mu'dal. If from the beginning of the isnad is called mu'allaq. If in the end of the isnad is called mursal. So this is munqati. This book, what he said in mu'allaq, what he translated it,
Doesn't say.
It's still mu'allaq.
mu'allaq. Yes, because some words, some terminologies is in mustalah hadith cannot get right words. Just we give the meaning only. So this is the reason why if you said you want to teach the Ulum al-Hadith is English, it's very difficult because what is it? Hanging. Yes. Yeah, so hanging is not right meaning word by word. Yes. For mu'allaq. Because this he give meaning mu'allaq in Arabic word, because ta'liq is hanging in Arabic. But if in hadith terminology is not like that. So just he translate from English to Arabic directly.
Technical.
So but the terminology and technicals, this is the reason why we need all of you to try to learn Arabic language. If you learn Arabic language, it's very easier. I can teach you mustalah hadith in Arabic. I give many explanation in Arabic.
So Ustaz, I'm sorry Ustaz, Asif Ustaz, the hadith example, the hadith that mut'ah is what? Mut'ah, the Shia, the hadith for mut'ah.
She's asking why Al-Sunnah rejected hadith of mut'ah.
Okay, so this question will be and I will explain for you. We finish the revision now, because I know if sometimes if we started, so we cannot finish, the time is over. I will explain it for you. How many minutes remain? 15 minutes. Okay. So we stop here. I hope to finish the revision. Then next week we started where we we stop. But regarding for the muta, firstly the Shia, they want to just spoil the Islam. They want to destroy the Islam and spoil the Islam. They want to bring the zina, they make it like a halal. They call it muta. Actually, this muta is zina. Yes, I would explain. Before, in the beginning of the Islam, when the Sahaba they go to jihad and something like that, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam allowed them to do muta. And after that, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before he passed away, had this authentic from Ali radiallahu anhu in Bukhari. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the muta is haram from now up to Yawm al-Qiyamah. You hear that? So Prophet sallallahu from that time, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he already prohibited muta'ah from that time up to Yawm al-Qiyamah. So the muta'ah is haram. So, but we got some Sahaba, they didn't hear what the Prophet said. Like Abdullah bin Abbas, the hadith is not reach him. So sometimes Abdullah bin Abbas, he give fatwa for muta'ah. Yes, is the son of Abbas. Is the son of Abbas. Abbas is the brother of Abdullah, the father of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So sometimes Abdullah bin Abbas, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said muta'ah from this time up to Yawm al-Qiyamah is haram, this hadith, maybe Abdullah bin Abbas is not around at that time. So Abdullah bin Abbas, he already know the hukum sabiq, the past hukum. So he used to give fatwa for muta'ah. But before he passed away, Abdullah bin Abbas, he returned back. He said, yes, muta'ah is haram. When the Sahaba informed him that, Prophet already said it's haram. So the ulama ul-Islam, all of them, they already do ijma, consensus at muta'ah is haram for this hadith. Hadith is from Ali. Why they see they said Ali, but why they didn't accept this hadith? So the muta'ah is zina. It's zina. So but the Shia, because they want to destroy the Islam, because they enter Islam in order to destroy the Islam, so they want to bring this muta'ah to the Muslim Ummah in order to destroy and spoil the Islam. So this is the reason why they will bring the hadith that is mansukh for muta'ah, they bring it. And they fabricated many hadiths and embedded this hadith to the Ahlul Bayt, like Ja'far bin Sadiq. They said that Ja'far said that if you do muta'ah, you have a reward of so kaza. If you do muta'ah, you have 3 houses in Jannah. If you do muta'ah, you have, after you finish the muta'ah, you take the bath of janaba. Each drop of water, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create a malaika. This malaika, he requests maghfirah for you up to Yawm al-Qiyamah. All this fabrication, they fabricated hadith. I explain for you the reason why some people fabricated hadith, because they want to spoil Islam. This is zandaqa. They enter Islam in order to spoil it and destroy the Islam. So they bring this, they fabricated many hadiths for muta'ah. But actually, our Islam, muta'ah is prohibited. Any person who you find he do muta'ah is zina. no difference between muta and zina. I hope you understand. So the Shia, they are telling lie. They want to destroy the Islam.
So there is a hadith from Rasulullah to Ali.
Ali, he is the one who narrated hadith for tahrimul muta'a yawm al-Khaybar.
Islam.
Yes. When the muta'a is halal before. So in Yawm al-Khaybar, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he prohibited it. He said from today up to Yawm al-Qiyamah.
And that hadith is from Ali.
Yes, this hadith, Ali narrated this hadith from Rasulullah.
And it's authentic.
It's authentic in Bukhari.
Ustaz, another one, Ustaz, the Quran says the wife and the servants, zawj, malakat.
Aw ma malakat aymanukum. This one, malakat aymanukum, means the slaves. If now we have jihad, we go and conquer the kuffar, we defeated them, and you take their wives or their daughters. This is your slave. It's allowed for you up to now. This is not muta'a.
It's a seventy now.
Yes. If you have now, if you have, we know the place where they sell the slaves. You can buy a woman there. It's allowed for you. Malakat aymanukum. If you have it. I don't know if we have. No, Islam is not stopping slavery. If up to now, if we have the slave, it's allowed in Islam. If now you know that this woman she is slave, you can buy it from any person who he have, and you can make it your wife if you wish. This is allowed in Islam.
But Rasulullah did not encourage it, is it? But Rasulullah did not encourage it, is it?
No, it's not. He didn't encourage. We leave the people to be slave. The Islam encourage us to give them freedom, but it's not a wajib. It's not a wajib. If you wish to give the freedom, you have a reward. If you didn't, this is okay for you. This is the reason why anything that the Muslim comment like zihar or kafara, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained to give freedom for the slave. But up to now, if you get a slave, a woman slave, is malakat aymanukum. Can you make her like no nikah for slave? You already, it's your property. Yeah, it's your property. Slave is your property. You can use your property. So this is allowed. If a woman, yes. But it's better to differentiate between malakat aymanukum and muta'a. So the Shia, they want to do tadlis for you. It's not the same thing. Yes, it's not the same thing. Ma malakat aymanukum, this woman is slave. It's your property. You buy it. So you can make her like a wife if you wish. If you wish to give her freedom, it's okay for you. If you want to make her like your wife, it's okay, no problem. But I don't know, to these days we have slave.
I know in Mauritania we have.
If they have slaves, you can go and buy. If you want to buy, you can buy. No problem. Eh? Nikah?
Is akad. Is there any akad for muta'ah?
Oh yeah, no. They said then if you come muta'ah and zina like the same thing. Because a muta'ah, they said, because the nikah sahih labudda min al-wali and shuhud. But muta'ah like a zina, you can come to a woman, he said, if you accept, I will marry you for 2 hours without wali without shuhud, and you give her money. The same with zina. A person come to the woman that is commit the zina, just he said, I will take you, I give you some money to so hours. The same thing. Yeah.
And the wife can muta'ah another man as well.
In Shia, yes. Yes. If you have a wife, she's allowed to do muta'ah for somebody. So they want to spoil the Islam. Yeah. It's prostitution.
Mishar. In Saudi they allow Mishar, Ustaz. What is Mishar now?
Misyar.
Misyar.
Yes. Misyar. Yes. It's Misyar. The ulama they have. The Misyar means, if you look the Misyar regarding for the akad and sadak and everything,
all the 5 years.
Yes, it's okay, but only one thing. Misyar means maybe a woman, maybe divorced woman, for example, or the woman that maybe she didn't get a husband, maybe up she reached 40 years, or maybe her husband passed away. She needs somebody who will take care of her. She needs to marry somebody. So she said to him, can you marry me? But all my feeding is belong to me. Just to come to my house, just in the night only. You don't give me a feeding, you don't give me a clothes. Everything is, I take care of myself.
Is there a hadith on there? Rasulullah?
No, I explain to you what is misyar.
Okay.
Because you know that if you marry a woman, all her responsibility is belong to you. You are the one who, you must feed her, you must to take care of her health, you must to give her a clothes, everything. She is under you. And rijal kawamun ala nisa. But in misyar mapi kawama. A woman, she is the one who take her responsibility, everything, and you cannot give her. Maybe if you have another wife, you cannot set to give her the same days that you give her another wife. Maybe if you wish once in a week to come to her in her house, and you cannot feed her, you cannot give her anything. She is the one who feed herself. So this is called nikah misyar. So some ulama in this era, some ulama, they said they allowed it. Some ulama, they said it's not allowed. But I, for myself, I prefer the ulama that said it's not allowed. Because the ulama that said it's allowed, because they said maybe this woman, yes, she need a man. Maybe if she didn't get a marriage, maybe he commit a zina. Because she have everything. She's a rich woman, she have everything. So she need the person who can come to her. But she didn't have a husband. So if she do that, it's easy for her than to commit a zina. This is marriage, but all responsibility, she said to her husband, I don't like it to give me anything. But all the 5 conditions of marriage, shuhud, wali, everything must be there. Only taking responsibility. So this is different with mut'ah. But the thing that the ulama that said is not allowed, because sometimes many problems happen. Tarbiyah, the tarbiyah till awlad, the children, how you can take care of your children, and the woman, she went anywhere that she need, and mushkila in fara'id, and many things, problems that it will happen in future. For this reason, the ulama said, qawama must be to a man, not a woman. So the ulama said it's not allowed. But the ulama that said it's allowed, because they look, this is very easy for that woman, because if she didn't do that, maybe he will commit a zina. The zina is kabaira. So it's better to take this easier way.
There is no hadith on this.
No, Monsieur. No. Just ijtihad al-ulama.
One thing. I mean, when it comes to Ulum Hadith,
Yes. Okay.
we have a lot of Hadithin.
Yes.
Sheikh Nasiruddin Albani, we have Shu'ib Arnaud, then we have Muhammad Shakir.
Ahmad Muhammad Shakir.
Okay, so some Muhaddithin say this one is Hasan, some Da'if, some a lot of things. So, I mean, for like people like us, the public people, how do we accept the hadith? How do we go? For example, like there are hadiths that Albani said that this is da'if, but there are other ulama, maybe not muhaddithin, like Qardawi saying that this hadith is Hasan. So how do we, for people like us?
So the thing is two things. If somebody who we know his specialization is hadith, he said hadith is da'ib, and somebody who he didn't know the hadith, he said the hadith is sahih, we didn't accept. Somebody who's not a muhaddis, he said hadith is sahih. For example, that we give the example, Albani and Qardawi. Albani, all ulama in this era, they know he is muhaddith. So if Albani said the hadith is da'ib, and the Qardawi came, he said hadith is sahih, we didn't accept from Qardawi. Why? Because Qardawi is not muhaddith. This is the first thing. But if somebody like Albani, he's also muhaddith, Albani said this hadith is weak, and another like Ahmad Muhammad Shakir was Shu'aib al-Na'ud, they said this hadith is sahih. So what we will do? We have the qawaid, we go and look. What are the reasons that Albani said this hadith is weak? So what are the reasons that Shu'aib al-Na'ud said this hadith is sahih? So we compare. If we compare, if we see the truth together with Albani, we take what Albani said. If we see the truth is to Shu'aib al-Na'ud, we take what Shu'aib al-Na'ud said. But if somebody is not muhaddis, for an example, in these days, Albani is muhaddis. Somebody that he didn't read the hadith, he didn't know the condition of hadith is sahih. He said, oh, Albani said this hadith da'ib, but he said, no, this hadith is sahih. How we can accept from him? He didn't know the hadith, he didn't read the hadith. But if it's muhaddis like Albani, just you compare. No? Yes, Bimbas is not muhaddis like Albani. So if Bimbas, maybe Albani said the hadith is authentic, Bimbas he said the hadith is a clash, we choose what Albani said, because Albani is muhaddis than Ibn Baz.
Albani already died.
Yes.
Now who is the we should know
who is still alive right now? Well, I know we still have Shu'aib now.
Shu'aib al-Na'ud, yes. We have his student. We have
Shu'aib Arnaud.
We have and student of Albani like like Mashhur Hassan, like Salim al-Hilali. They are trying their best, and like Abu Ishaq al-Khuyani fi Masar also, he will try his best, and also Ali Hassan Ali Abdul Hamid, some ulama.
Kabiru Goje.
No, Ustaz Kabiru Goje is a student. Student.
Student of Al-Badi?
No, I am student only now. I not a alim. I am student.
From Nigeria.
No, I am student.
Walakin Ustaz anta tadrus fi Al-Madinah?
Yes, درست في المدينة نعم.
Another thing, from your opinion and your study, which of these muhaddisi there is more strict in taking in classification of hadith?
For this, that I am for me like
right, from this is your opinion from your study, from your research, from real founding. Who is muhaddisi that is more strict in taking hadith? Is it Ibn Hajar or Nawawi?
Oh, you cannot compare Ibn Hajar and Imam al-Nawawi regarding the hadith. Ibn Hajar is more far than Imam al-Nawawi. Also, Imam al-Nawawi is muhaddis, but Ibn Hajar is better than Imam al-Nawawi regarding of the hadith. Yes. But regarding the fiqh, Imam al-Nawawi is better than Ibn Hajar. Yeah, but regarding the hadith, you cannot compare Ibn Hajar with Imam al-Nawawi. Because if you read Fathul Bari, you can know who is Ibn Hajar in hadith. Asqalani, yes. Imam al-Nawawi tried his best also. Yes. But you cannot compare him in terms of hadith with Ibn Hajar Asqalani, and you cannot compare Imam Suyuti with Ibn Hajar also. Yeah, he also tried his best. Imam Suyuti, he write many things regarding the hadith, but if you said compare with Ibn Hajar, you cannot compare him. Ibn Hajar is far than Suyuti. Yeah, Ibn Hajar is Hafiz. Hafiz Ibn Hajar.
Yayasan Ta'lim is by Imam Nawawi.
Yes, it's Imam Nawawi.
So all his hadiths all the hadiths took and right in Yayasan Ta'lim are all sahih hadiths?
No. We have some hadiths inside the Riyadh Salihin that are not authentic. For example, one hadith Imam Riyadh Salihin, this hadith is narrated from Tirmizi, but Imam Nawawi bring it in Riyadh Salihin. Al-Kayyisu mandana nafsahu. This hadith is not authentic. It's weak hadith, because this hadith narrated from Tirmizi. Inside isnad of this hadith, we have one rawi. His name is Abu Bakr bin Abi Maryam al-Ghassani. This Abu Bakr bin Abi Maryam al-Ghassani, matrukul hadith. Al-Kayyis mandana nafsa. So how I can explain Kayyis mandana nafsa wa amila. Al-Kayyis, I don't know the meaning of Kayyis in English. It means the clever person is the person who try to do the activities for the tomorrow. He do his activities today for the future. Yes. Now, al-kayyisu man dana nafsahu wa amila lima ba'da maut. Means the clever person is the person who try to use what he have now in order for his future. So, but the hadith is not authentic, because inside the isnad of hadith Abu Bakr bin Abi Maryam al-Ghassani wa huwa munkarul hadith wa turukul hadith.
Ustaz, when we do amal based on hadith da'if, it's not bid'ah, Ustaz?
The ulama, they mention among the things that can cause the spreading of bid'ah in the society is using hadith da'if. Yes. Because why? Excuse me, why? Because what is bid'ah? Bid'ah means
Innovation.
innovation, something in the religion. Something that is not ibadah, you make it ibadah. Because we know that ibadah, only Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the one who bring the ibadah. Anybody who said this thing is ibadah, we must to ask him, why? Because we know you are not the one who will bring ibadah to us, only Prophet. So, hadith da'if, he brings some ibadah. So this hadith, really we check, is not from Prophet. So if you do the ibadah that come in this hadith da'if, this ibadah, it not come from the Prophet. So it's called bid'ah. So this is the reason why the ulama said, min asbab al-bid'ah, min asbab intishar al-bid'ah, al-amal bi hadith da'if. The thing that cause bid'ah to the society, use hadith da'if in ibadah.
But isn't it hadith da'if is mustahab, Ustaz?
No mustahab. No mustahab. No mustahab, this is another thing else. If something is mustahab, it's ibadah. Because ibadah is divided into two. We have wajib and mustahab, all ibadah. So even mustahab, if it's ibadah, we must to know, is it proper do it or not? Is it come from, this mustahab is come from hadith sahih? If it's from hadith sahih, we can apply it. If it's not from hadith sahih, we leave it. So I think it's time is over. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.